Gravity Laws Postulates by Sherif Monem. The laws of nature exist as observed by our eyes and experiences. We can measure them open by instruments, and we can find they are consistent. They are puzzled how come they exist, and they exist no matter what. The law of gravity exists on daily basis, and the most common to observe as objects fall to the ground and they let loose. We know abundantly Newton's law of gravity force between two bodies. However, my postulates beside Newton's gravitational force, there exists an additional gravitational forces between two bodies, and this is gravitational rotational force around the axis connecting the two bodies. They tend to rotate around the axis in opposite direction, where the influence of the larger body mass will be much stronger than the influence of the small body mass on the largest body. The amount of such rotational force and rotational frequency to be determined. The third force will exist in addition to Newton and what I postulate rotational one is another rotational relative one mass over the other, where the smaller object will tend to rotate around the larger object. So this is summary of the three gravitational forces between two object bodies and two gravitational forces being added to the cardinal Newton gravitational force. As observed, the Earth and the planets rotate around the Sun, and the case of Earth roughly rotates around the axis connecting the Sun. So this is rotational of small body around big one, and the other one the spinning of the body relative to the axis, to the bigger body. There are the electrons rotating around the protons in the atomic level. Small body rotates around the big body. The stars in the galaxies rotating around the powerful massive center and pulled towards the center, as well as creating spiral movement. So this is postulates. In addition to Newton force, there is rotational of two bodies around the axis connecting them, and in the case of large body and very small body, there is a force that makes the small body rotates around the big body. So this is my two postulates adding to the Newton gravitational force.